Hi, this is Alec Pasella with this week's Daus You Know. I'm standing in front of Severance Town Center in Cleveland Heights, and this piece of real estate is fascinating to me for a couple different reasons. First, many of you may not know this, local Clevelanders, but Severance was actually Ohio's first enclosed regional mall, built in the early 60s. So it was the first regional enclosed mall to be developed in the state of Ohio. It was also one of the first regional malls in the nation to be demauled. So the trend, as we all know, of regional malls is downward, and they realized this a couple decades ago. This was actually demauled in the late 1990s. So what that means is it was basically torn down, parts of it were torn down, and it was turned from an enclosed regional mall to an open-air power center. It was sold in 2014. $54 million was the selling price in 2004, had a $43 million debt. Continued to decline though, and one of the big losses was, as you can probably see over my shoulder right over there, that was a Walmart. Walmart moved a couple miles away and went vacant, and when that happened, a lot of co-tenancy clauses kicked in, and a lot of the tenants that were here were able to get out of their lease because Walmart was no longer there. So that started a downward spiral. This property was foreclosed on in 2014. Special servicer was assigned. Pretty familiar story for retail in Cleveland. And then ultimately in 2016, about a year ago, a little bit more than a year ago, this property was sold at auction for $10.5 million. So interesting story, interesting history, but the story isn't quite over yet. Because a couple months ago, I'm going to pan around here, and you will see right over my shoulder is that familiar orange sign from that Atlanta-based home improvement giant, Home Depot. All of a sudden, I saw this Home Depot pop up, listed for sale. The asking price for that Home Depot was $15 million. You gotta love real estate. So an investor bought this entire center for $10.5 million. He was able to extend the Home Depot lease, fresh 10-year deal, put just the Home Depot up for sale for $15 million. So the story with Severance Town Center certainly isn't over, but it's been very interesting to watch year to date. So that is this week's Daus You Know. Hope that you have a great holiday weekend and a profitable week ahead. Thanks.